Is AI replacing creativity? So to answer this question, we need to look at what creativity actually means. Well, it comes from the verb create, which literally means to make something out of nothing. So think about an artist taking a blank canvas and making a masterpiece, or a chef taking a bunch of meaningless ingredients and making a full meal, a dancer taking a song and creating movements, creating a story, or an author taking a pen to a blank piece of paper and unlocking a whole universe. By this definition, computers are technically creative. They can create nothing out of something. Coders are creators themselves, right? They can take a blank piece of code and make a game, make a piece of art, and now AI can do that too. Say you write a prompt, and you can write a prompt to an LLM and AI, and it can automatically create a music, song, pictures, videos, you name it. But does this mean AI is replacing creativity? Well, ask yourself this: now that a computer can do this, does it physically stop you from picking up a pen and creating? Does it stop a producer from making a song? Does it stop a guitarist from making a new composition? Well, no, just because a computer can now do these things doesn't mean we can no longer do these things, right? Like, just because a computer can now make a painting, it doesn't stop me from picking up a pen and drawing. So no, a computer isn't replacing creativity, because I can still be a creative, although computers now exist. But something is still stopping humans from being able to create, and it's all about how we actually value creativity as a society. Okay, let me explain. Let's go back to like the 1700s, that sort of time. We have people like Michelangelo, is that his name? Yeah, this amazing sculptor, this amazing artist. He dedicated his life to doing exactly this, being an artist and sharing his art. We saw him as amazing because he could take a blank piece of marble or chalk or whatever it was called in that days, and he was able to make a sculpture. Literally, he was making something out of nothing, what we've just defined creativity as. But because we thought the work he did was amazing, we were willing to pay for it. In this time, his work was so valued. Royalty used to put his paintings and his masterpieces in the walls of their castle. We used to pay a lot for this type of work. We used to be able to value it so much more. My point is, I think society stopped valuing creativity. Maybe even better said, we stopped being able to afford creativity. Everything now has a price tag. Right now, a movie isn't considered a hit unless it's making bajillions of monies at the box office. It's no longer just enough to create something creative and have people willing to watch it. Now, we need to have the masses watch it. You need to make that much money, or else it's not worth doing. That's why Disney keeps remaking all the same films and Disney princesses instead of creating something new. They're a bit more risk averse because they need to guarantee that these movies will bring in a certain amount of money. It's no longer, oh, let's just create a nice story. People can't afford to create anymore in the same way, and I think it's so sad. Just think of someone like Jason Derulo. He's an amazing artist, an amazing singer, okay. He makes most of his money through his other investment. I think he's famously said that he has his own car wash, and that's actually what brings him his most money nowadays. Like, creativity is always seen as such an underground thing. As a creator, we all need to stick together and hustle and work it out. Like, what? When I think of creativity, I'm thinking Renaissance, I'm thinking artistry, I'm thinking ballet, I'm thinking of all of these beautiful creative moments that, no, they don't all need to be profitable. They just need to allow people to showcase the talent it takes to make something out of nothing. We're really underestimating the process by just focusing on the output. Yes, you could go for a cheaper option, and it makes the most sense if what you're trying to do is maximize revenue. And I'm not judging anyone for doing this, because right now we're all going through some sort of cost of living crisis. There's a war going on, we're doing a lot of things, etc. But I'm just thinking, how would society look like if all of our things were not based solely around money? What if we actually cared about the things we were creating? What if we actually took pride in what creativity was? I just think it's such an interesting thing, because I don't think AI is replacing creativity. Nothing is stopping me right now from picking up a pen and drawing, except that if I want to do that full time, the people that were willing to pay for this work are no longer paying for this, because they're like, oh, I can just prompt an image and get it quicker and cheaper. Oh gosh, the sun is gone. Let me stop my rant. I'd be interested to know what you think about this topic. I find it very, very interesting. I feel like I just ended up rambling, but I could go on about this for ages.